Imagine walking down a dark cobblestone street in a European city. It's light, the lamps flicker, and you suddenly notice a strange symbol carved into the stone of an old cathedral. A compass and a square. A serpent curling into infinity. A star that seems to radiate more meaning than geometry should allow. These are not random markings. These are the calling cards of secret societies that have shaped history from the shadows. For as long as humans have gathered in groups, there have been those who sought to keep their knowledge hidden. Some did so to protect sacred traditions, others to guard political power, and still others to explore mysteries of the cosmos that mainstream society would never understand. From the legendary Freemasons, who left their cryptic imprints on Europe and America, to the occult orders of Renaissance magicians, to the underground resistance networks disguised as mystical brotherhoods, secret societies have always hovered between myth and reality. But why do they fascinate us so much? Perhaps it's the idea that history itself has a double layer, one visible in textbooks, and another written in invisible ink. Today, we're diving deep into the forgotten chambers, the whispered oaths, and the hidden rituals of secret societies through history. So stay with me, because this is going to get mysterious. Let's begin with one of the most famous, the Freemasons. Picture London in the early 1700s. Coffee houses buzz with Enlightenment debates, while behind closed doors, men in aprons and adorned with strange jewels gather in candlelit rooms. They call themselves brothers, they swear oaths of loyalty, and they perform elaborate rituals involving compasses, squares, and biblical allegories. On the surface, they seem to be a fraternity of builders, inspired by medieval stonemasons. But the truth? No one fully knows. The Masons spread like wildfire across Europe and America, attracting scientists, philosophers, politicians, even revolutionaries. George Washington himself was a Freemason, and Masonic lodges were places where ideas of liberty, equality, and fraternity simmered. But with secrecy comes suspicion. Were they simply a gentleman's club, or were they orchestrating revolutions? Even today, Masonic symbols hide in plain sight, from the dollar, those all-seeing eye, to the architecture of Washington, D.C. Yet Freemasonry is just one thread in a vast tapestry. Travel back further, to Renaissance Florence, and you'll find secret societies devoted to the occult, alchemy, astrology, and the mystical teachings of the ancient world. These groups believed that the universe was not just physical, but symbolic, filled with hidden correspondences between stars, metals, plants, and the human soul. Think of the Hermetic Order of the Golden Dawn, centuries later in Victorian England. Members like W. B. Yeats and Aleister Crowley, dressed in robes, invoked ancient Egyptian gods, and practiced rituals designed to pierce the veil between worlds. Their goal was nothing less than the transformation of human consciousness. To outsiders, it looked like madness, or worse, blasphemy. But to insiders, it was the key to unlocking hidden dimensions of reality. And then, there are the societies that blurred the line between mysticism and politics. In 18th century Bavaria, the Illuminati emerged, founded by Adam Weishaupt. Unlike the occult orders, their mission was not magical but ideological. They sought to dismantle monarchy, weaken the church's grip, and spread Enlightenment rationalism. To achieve this, they infiltrated Masonic lodges, weaving their agenda into the networks of secrecy already in place. The Illuminati officially lasted less than a decade before being suppressed, but the myth of their power outlived them. Today, they're blamed for everything from the French Revolution to global conspiracies. Did they really survive? Or is the name simply a mirror, reflecting our fear that unseen hands pull the strings of history? Move forward into 19th century America, and you'll encounter the Skull and Bone Society at Yale University. Behind heavy doors marked with skulls and the number 322, some of America's most powerful figures have gathered in strange midnight ceremonies. Initiates are rumored to lie in coffins, confessing their deepest secrets, as senior members watch. Presidents, senators, CEOs, so many have passed through these rites. It begs the question, how much of America's leadership has been shaped not in public debate, but in the secret chambers of an elite fraternity? The mystique of Skull and Bones is not about ancient magic, but about the sheer concentration of influence. If you want to understand how hidden networks shape the modern world, this is a society to study closely. But let's not forget the darker side. Some secret societies cloaked themselves in ritual to hide sinister agendas. In the 19th century, groups like the Ku Klux Klan borrowed heavily from the trappings of secret orders, robes, symbols, initiation ceremonies, but they twisted them into tools of terror. It's a stark reminder that secrecy itself is neutral. It can shield wisdom or weaponize fear. Still, humanity's fascination with hidden orders often leans toward the mystical. Across Asia, secret Buddhist and Taoist sects guarded esoteric teachings, passing them only to initiates deemed ready. In Japan, ninja clans combined espionage with esoteric rituals, blurring martial skill with spiritual discipline. In Africa, initiation societies like the Poro and San served as schools of knowledge, teaching cosmology, morality, and survival, knowledge kept sacred and restricted to preserve its power. And then there's the Rosicrucians. Emerging in the early 1600s, their manifesto spoke of a secret brotherhood dedicated to spiritual enlightenment and the reform of all human knowledge. Were they real? Or were the manifestos a hoax, a clever spark meant to ignite curiosity and reform? Whatever the case, the Rosicrucian ideal, that wisdom could be hidden in symbols, waiting for the worthy to decode, echoes through history and still inspires seekers today. Think of how many buildings you've walked past with symbols you never noticed. How many dollar bills you've handled without thinking of the pyramid in the eye. How many campus societies you've dismissed as silly traditions without asking, what if they're gateways into deeper networks? Once you start looking, the world feels full of secret codes. And maybe that's the greatest lesson of all. History is not just kings, queens, wars, and treaties. It's also whispers in candlelit chambers, hidden handshakes, and secrets carved in stone. Now, of course, we must ask the big question, are these societies truly as powerful as legend claims? Or is it our imagination, our need for mystery, that gives them their aura? The truth probably lies somewhere in between. Some societies did wield enormous influence, Freemasonry in revolutionary politics, skull and bones in shaping American leadership. Others, like the Golden Dawn or Rosicrucians, may have influenced culture and spirituality more than direct politics. And then, there are the myths, the Illuminati, in particular, that reveal more about our fears than about any actual conspiracy. What cannot be denied is that secret societies have always offered something humanity craves: belonging, mystery, and meaning. In a world that often feels chaotic, to be part of a group that claims hidden knowledge, that offers ritual and brotherhood, is intoxicating. Whether they sought to unlock the secrets of the stars, to reshape politics, or simply to network among elites, secret societies filled a role that public life could not. So next time you see a strange carving on a cathedral, or hear whispers about an elite club shaping the future, remember, you're brushing up against one of history's oldest obsessions. The hidden orders that move in the shadows, forever balancing between myth and reality. And maybe, just maybe, some of those societies are still out there, waiting for the next seeker bold enough to knock on their hidden doors. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Share this video with a friend who loves a good mystery. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you won't miss the next story. There's a lot more to uncover, and I'd love to have you along for the journey.